So here we are. We have a special guest today.
My name is Hayden, and I own a 2016 McLaren 675 LT.
Hayden, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Well, welcome to Mclaren Palm Beach. So let me ask you a question. You're a popular guy. Why are you popular?
I don't feel like I'm popular, but I think maybe I'm around the right crowd, and it's quality, and maybe that's how maybe you're saying I'm popular.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you how I stumbled upon you. I was scrolling through Instagram one day, and I saw this Florida plated 570 GT, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a Florida tag in Switzerland. So I was like, who is this guy? Time went on, I followed you, and you had some cool cars and coffee things that you did, and I'm like, how is this guy rolling around in a Florida tag in Europe? And lo and behold, I think a couple of months afterwards, we met through some similar friends. You were like, hey, I'm Sora 20. I'm like, what? I was like, I'm going to tell you, I was kind of shell-shocked. I was like, this is like an Instagram celebrity, you know what I mean? Like, but that's really cool, man. What inspired you to kind of do that?
Well, it started off almost 10 years ago, where I shipped my first car to Europe for 1 month. Then it just got so awesome. There was so much to see throughout Europe. Every 2 hours you're in a cool city or cool roads to drive. So I started just leaving the car there on the second trip. I would come home for 1 month, return for another 3 weeks, drive more roads until I found some of my favorite roads that I could repeat. I sent a Nissan GTR, I sent an AMG S-Class before, but I had to do it in a McLaren.
Right.
Okay, because I went to McLaren MTC maybe 4 or 5 years ago with a different car. So I said, I own a McLaren. I got a McLaren since 2013. My first one was the MP4 12C.
Okay.
Awesome car, Nova Silver. And while I'm in Europe, I know I had this McLaren sitting at home in Florida.
Oh my God.
And I kept saying, I have to go back with a McLaren. So that dream finally came true over 3.5 years ago.
Wow.
The McLaren 570 GT has been an awesome road trip car. Right. It has enough space for the luggage in the back. Sure, I can't put a full-size luggage, but a 25-inch luggage in the front.
Listen, when you're zipping through countries and everybody speaks different language somewhere, I think it's actually we're fortunate enough here to have a lot of flat lands. I know if you go out west, you got the mountain roads, but nothing like Europe, right? So the roads are nothing like it. So that's an awesome thing to do. You also love visiting McLaren dealerships throughout Europe. What's up with that?
And the car doesn't go in because of any problems. So we're not going to hear any jokes about, he had to go in for no reason.
Hey, listen, I've heard you've been in warranty work. It's all right.
Yes, I have been in warranty world. The car has, like any car, you could have a trim because of the heat popping here and there. McLaren has this worldwide warranty where you buy the car, and it's within the 3-year period. It's no questions asked around the world.
Right.
Once the car is registered in the home country by you, so you didn't import it as a gray market importer or anything like that. Yeah. So I am the original owner from here in the U.S., just traveling the world, and McLaren sees this, they will take care of you. Yeah. So yeah, they've taken care of me. I did have one issue out of 20,000 miles, a major issue, which was just a flywheel.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they took care of it.
They took care of it. They towed the car back to the dealership, gave me a new flywheel.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's great. I mean, at this level, right, that you should be able to kind of do that with your car. And I know you haven't stopped wanting to tour. I know during this whole the COVID-19 and the lockdowns around the world, I know your biggest plan was wanting to take the car to Australia or New Zealand and down under.
Yes, so I wanted to send the car to Australia this year. And the problem is the COVID, so I don't want to be on a 14-day quarantine because the car can make it in. They don't have to quarantine it.
Right.
But I have to sit in a hotel for 14 days.
Well, you can 14-day quarantine in your car.
You know, in a Mclaren, that wouldn't be too bad, but there's no toilet, unfortunately.
Oh, man, listen, it's the land down under, you know, there's plenty of roads. But another cool fact about you, Hayden, is you're in the parts business, right? So you get to do a lot of cool stuff and get a lot of parts that some of us can't get here in the U.S. But tell us a little bit about that. How did you get into that?
Well, the auto parts business is something I actually got into it first with accessories, and then I moved on to original parts. So I love cars, and parts is one of the best things I could do right now to be in the car industry. You know, selling cars is for experts like yourself.
I'm no expert, believe me.
I'm behind the scenes.
I could be better. I could always do better.
I am camera shy, so I can't.
You're doing great. Listen, I can tell you this. I go from a hero to a zero every month. So there you go. Holla at your boy. But really cool stuff that you know, it inspires guys that. Young guys, male, female, stuff like what you do is really, really cool. And I'm glad that you are doing it in a Mclaren because it's attainable to say that it is a great road car. We share similar friends. We all share similar passions. And I think your passion shows with what you like to drive. This right here, what I'm about to show you, which you've been peeking at back from behind me, is a 675. And that's how I met Hayden. I met him in the 675. And I'll never forget, I went, wow, this is so cool. Tell me how you acquired it. When did you decide to pick up the 675? And was this your first Super Series LT car?
Yes, this is my very first. Well, obviously this was the first LT that came out. Okay,
that was a trick question.
That's right. The first affordable LT car.
Right.
Because, you know, we can't afford the F1. So I decided on this car about 5 months after it was released.
How many miles does it have on it?
It just crossed 7,000 on the way here.
Wow.
So I have it for almost 5 years.
It's in great shape.
Yes.
It's in great shape. Look at that.
Yeah, I decided to get the car last minute.
Right.
So this definitely is a car that I'm happy I made the purchase. It's aged very well.
Over the years, we've had talks of you maybe doing the roof coupe upgrade, sending it back to MSO, and what are those thoughts? And you know,
I personally think roof scoop Delta Red would be awesome. I've never seen one before.
Right.
It's always the grays, the silvers, the blacks, and whites. I rarely have seen, or exposed carbon, but I have not seen a Delta Red. I really like it. So my idea is to still send it to them. I think it's a 6 to 7 month process, so I have to keep the car there. So if COVID opens, it would be a great excuse to drive the car in Europe as well.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes, so I could, you know, have it done and then be able to pick it up and drive it to Germany in the Autobahns. You know, most people...
So if you're listening, MSO, give this guy a great deal on that conversion.
I need employee discounts.
Yes, let's get him. Let's do him some for him. So
yes.
I mean, another quick question. Do you see this car being in your garage, in your stable for a long period of time?
Well, it's been with me for almost a half a decade already, so I could keep it another 5 years.
That's awesome. What a great owner you are. And you know what makes this car so special? You have the entire wing in carbon fiber, matches nicely. I think the breakup in color is great when you go over to the carbon wing, to the carbon rear bumper. Obviously, you have your track telemetry there. But listen, coupe cars are my favorite cars. And this is just one of my top 3 favorite colors. So when it comes to McLaren, so thank you so much for bringing this. I know you come from down south, so it's I know it's a little bit of a trek.
It's worth a 2-hour trip.
So
trip.
well, he gets to hang out with me,
Yes.
and what's cooler than that?
Well, I get to say hello to everybody at the dealership, because this is actually like a family dealership. You could come and everybody remembers you. It's not a large corporation that they forget who you are.
Hey guys, it was a pleasure. Hayden, follow him, Sword25, great guy. Oh, and also, I'm sure people know you have a 765 on order.
That's right. Roof
All right.
scoop.
Yes.
It's not going back to McLaren. It's going to be done right the first time.
And that's going to be here soon, right?
I think in October.
That's so awesome. Okay, we're excited to see that car. So stay tuned in, and hopefully see you soon. I know that you'll see me soon. So,
yes, of course.
All right, cool.
I'm seeing him tomorrow.
McLaren Palm Beach, 561-805-5555, 915 South Dixie Highway, West Palm Beach, Florida.